Hello. All right. Thank you, OBS. Appreciate it. Okay. So I should be good now. Everybody can hear me. There we go. All right. Hello. Welcome to Crazy Creative. As I was saying, it's been a couple weeks since I last saw everyone. I was doing Florida man things down in Florida with my nephew. My nephew who just graduated high school. And he's going to the Air Force Academy. He is super excited about that. They gave him a bunch of They gave him a big giant security packet of things he needs to fill out. Um, I'm supposed to sling snow, and I will do that. I guess I'll do that first, because I've been promising for that a little bit. Now, last time I tried snow, I believe you guys recall, I had to dump it into water because it wasn't cooperating. So, yeah, I went back to the drawing board with that, and then I made things. Oh, you should probably, here we go. So now you can see what I'm talking about. So this right here is the Citadel version of Snow. That's what this is. But instead of just using the Citadel version of Snow, I mixed in what is called a matte medium. And what matte medium usually is used for is your paints that you would use. Sometimes they tend to dry a little glossy. Well, what we call a matte finish or a dull finish without any shine is a matte. And you can mix that in with your paints to give it what you call a matte finish. So that's how that goes. Now, with my snow all thick like gravy, I'm going to try again with this snow. You can see some parts of where I put the snow last time. It just looked like packing peanuts, not really like snow. Now this stuff, I should not be so liberal with it. Looks more like snow. And I'm just using my toothpick to spread it around. Make sure it looks nice and weathered with snow effects. And I am liking how that is coming out. It looks more like snow. Might want to use an old brush and thin it out just a little bit more. But as you can see, you just kind of pretend it's peanut butter and you just put it on your tank. Like so. Yeah. I hope you guys had a great event at Kino Tank Weekend. Sorry I wasn't there. My nephew was valedictorian of his class. He was him and two other people that made it. Now, when I went to school, I didn't know you could get a 5.0. Weighted, unweighted, whatever that means. But my nephew did. He got a 5.0 grade point average. He was one of 3 students that got that, which I didn't know was possible. So I'm very proud of him. And then he actually got to fly for the first time for his graduation present. So that's a funny story in itself. He wants to be a pilot really badly in the Air Force. So they did something nice for him and they decided to give him his first flight. Now, he's been on roller coasters his entire life. He's loved speed. and he's never had been sensitive to anything. But for some reason, on this flight, he got sick to his stomach, and he lost his lunch there. And he tried his best not to, but nerves, excitement, I guess, all got to him, and he lost it. So now the entire family's giving him a little bit of flack, giving him a hard time for it. He's very cocky. He'll get over it, though. Alright, so now I'm being meticulous with this snow, now that I can actually spread it around. Just trying to put it in the corners of everything. I don't know if you could see it, but that's what I'm doing. Snow goes there. Come on. Don't be a jerk about it. Whoa! It's our new friend from YouTube. Doesn't look like your tank anymore? I'm sorry. I had to bend to the community's needs. They said they wanted winter camo. So that's what I'm giving them. Was it a good Aquino event there, Cranky Monkey? Did I miss anything fun? I did miss a fun few days. But the graduation was good. He got to do a valedictorian speech. I want to say valedictorian because it rolls off the tongue easier. But it's valedictorian. And it was him and two other people that had a speech. And his speech, obviously I'm biased, was the best. But the other two girls had a pretty decent speech as well. One girl felt cookie cutter, but the other one felt sincere. And then they had, because he applied for the Air Force Academy, which something I didn't know is it's like it's the Air Force's version of OCS or Officer Candidate School. And there's like a Marine version or the Navy version of Annapolis. That OCS. I didn't know it was like a OCS type thing. So like he had to get a senator sponsor to sponsor him and write something nice about him, and so he had to fulfill all those requirements. And they had one. I don't know if he was an ambassador. I think he was an ambassador. But because he was an ambassador, he's used to giving speeches. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll need about 45 minutes, 2 hours, something like that." And the school was like, "No, no, sir, we're not giving you 2 hours because it's Florida outside ceremony, and we're waiting how long for everybody to graduate one by one." We would have been out of there by 9 o'clock had they given him his chance to speak. But they all got to say something nice about my nephew. He's very excited. And then I gotta tell you, my family can throw a party. Um, his party was Air Force themed, so we rigged like a bunch of paper airplanes up on a fishing line and hung it from the rafters. What I'm putting on the tank is it's supposed to look like snow. Now I'm from Florida. I apologize if my snow isn't 100% accurate, but it's supposed to be snow. It's Citadel's version of their technical snow blizzard. So that's what this is. It's supposed to be snow. So I'm trying to make my tank look a little frosty. And all I did to make this is I used the Citadel snow and I mixed it in with matte medium. So that's why it looks a little bit better and is more easily managed compared to last time when I was trying to add snow on this tank. Ooh. What I'm trying to do is just scoop up in the corners of everything where the snow would naturally collect. As it's tearing around the field. Trying to go by the old adage, less is more. Oh, so by the way, I do probably. There's not a lot of like tanks in the winter pictures. They all kind of look the same. Like I'm familiar with snow on something would be a lot of snow. But I also want it to feel like this tank has been moving around. So the snow would have been swooshed into other places and not just stayed on the tank statically. It doesn't. It doesn't stick in the corners. I thought for sure it would settle in the corners. Okie dokie. Angston Snow. That's a lot of snow. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Well, no, I see some crew hatches with snow all over them. Although it could have been parked there for a while. I be dead. Yes, I am modeling the T-57. I'm getting direction about snow on tanks. Hmm. There's no snow. This is just snow in the corners. Hatch is clear. Hatch is clear. See, you can get in there. This is just snow up to the hatch, but it's clear. I'm only putting it in like corners and crevices. Like I know the snow is not going to be on top of anything because it goes when it drives, it blows. It would blow it away. But I am trying to mimic the slush getting into everywhere. I have painted 3. One I gave to a coworker because he gives me a lot of stuff. So I felt bad. So I gave him stuff. So I gave him a tank, and then I have 2 other tanks that I've done from a collection called World War Tunes. This is the Tiger. I did it in like a comic book style. edge shading kind of thing all the way around. And then the other one I did kind of realistic, also a little toony, but it's got mud all over it, battle damage and spikes. I enjoy doing this one. And now this one. This one being the most pain in the butt. And by pain in the butt, I mean it's meticulous. It's a Tagliari, and they like doing a lot with what you call it, attention to detail. So, for example, this lower plate right here is something that you glue on extra on top of it. It didn't need to be. They could have just made this piece and this piece the same, and it would have been fine. But no, they made me glue this separate. This piece right here separate. Little things like that. What am I doing here? More snow. I'm losing all the snow. You guys got me self-conscious about snow now. Goodness, YouTube. Ooh. Chill out. Okay. Too much snow in here. A lot of that. They're working as fast as they can. They're working. They know. Okay, so we got snow there. I'm cool with that. A little bit of snow there. Almost done. Turret. Ooh. Where are you going? Suppose I'll let that dry. I also got to see Maverick. Because why would you go to my nephew's Air Force graduation and then not watch the new Top Gun movie? It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Yes, I believe it does dry solid white. And then I can like probably get away with shading it dirt colored. But I would have to use an airbrush for that, more than likely. Or a very tiny brush. Too much snow. I just want a little bit of snow. There we go. I don't think it'd be anywhere else on the turret because of how much the turret would move, vibrate, shake, all that other stuff. I like it. I like that consistency better than what I was doing before. I am not related to that, sir. Not that I know of. We could be cousins. I suppose. But who knows? It's not going too bad. Monsieur Bales. Bales. I'm throwing on snow now. This is something that I've been looking forward to doing for a while. My first attempt at snow was not good. This is my second. I tried to use Army Painter Snow. There's no instructions on it. And all I did was I tried to mix it with glue and just put it on the tank. Did not go well at all. So this time, I bought two different snow products. I bought Army Painter Snow, and then this is Citadel Color Technical Snow called Blizzard. I did not buy any fancy upgrade kits. I have seen some. And I do know, like, they offer metal gun barrels and stuff like that. But they also, the ones that come with the kit, the model, aren't too bad either. This kit did come with metal bars so it could be So it felt heavier, which is hilarious to me. Because it has to feel the scale weight. Like that's how it's the attention to detail right there. This is how much it would weigh really if it was scaled down. Isn't that incredible? There's a tiny lip here. Trying to get snow on. Basically what I'm focusing on is all the cracks and crevices that would hold snow. I want to put snow there. It's not too difficult. Like right here. I want this to put snow there. In that tiny little corner. Because that is by far one of the main places snow would get stuck. So far, not too bad, this second iteration. Salt? I haven't heard anybody using salt as snow. I've heard of them using baking soda as like a cheap alternative, but they mentioned that over time, baking soda and maybe salt, I can't remember if they said salt, but baking soda definitely yellows the more time it's exposed to air. So for that reason, you don't want to use it for snow on your tanks because then it look like someone peed all over your tank. In the snow. Yellow snow. You people up north know that. I don't. My first interaction with snow was when I was in the army and I did push-ups in it. So not a happy time. I was like, yay, this is the first snow I've ever seen. Do push-ups in it. Okay. You the boss. All right. Come on, snow. Pretend you're snow. Get in those cracks. Get into the crevasses. You bought your first tank kit. I'm so happy for you. Welcome. Welcome to the joys and headaches of being a tank modeler. Much to learn, much to learn. I am still learning. Yes. Yes. And that's crazy. He's gonna cut himself to put his blood on the model. Okay. That's dedication. I like to take pride in not cutting myself when I do models. But I always take risks. Get in there. This is war. They don't have time to clean snow out. It's a Chinu, a Type 3 Chinu. All right, now these, very little snow needs to go in here. Did very little. Here we go. This snow is a little difficult. There we go. So yeah, Maverick was good. I enjoyed Maverick. Lots of cameos in there. Oh, I missed my flight. That's a story. So I needed to get to the airport by 5. No. My flight left at 5, but they were gonna stop boarding at 4:20. So when I got to the airport, it was 4 o'clock. And I thought I would be fine because all I have to do is just go through security and then I'm right there. But when I went to print out my ticket, the kiosk laughed at me and said, "No, you need to see a parking attendant. You need to see a real person about this because you done missed your flight." So when I was waiting in line, I knew I was already late. So this lady came behind me and said, "Hey, can I cut in line and get? Can I go ahead of you? Because I might be able to make my flight." I was like, "Oh yes, more power to you. Go, go, lady, make your flight." Um, I hope my sacrifice allowed her to catch said flight. Because I don't know if she actually did or not. My game is garbage. Well, it's not my game, but it's a game I play, and I don't think it's complete garbage. I enjoy playing it. But thank you for the feedback. The plane wasn't oversold. I was just late. So not the airline's fault in the slightest. But when I got up there, she tried to explain to me like, "Oh, they want to be in the air at this time," and she tried to like customer service her way out of guilt, and I had to stop her and be like, "Look, I'm not arguing with you. I am late. Like that's on me. I'm very sorry. Anything you can do to help will help me out." So she was able to get me on the next available flight so I wouldn't miss my nephew's graduation. That was a big thing. And the next available flight was at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So like I had to get myself to the airport now, and then I had to rent a car because the peak rides that were set up for me, they weren't able to make the time change. So like I had to get myself to my sister's house. So that was bad. But I didn't have to pay for another flight. Okay. How long have you been playing our game, Mr. Jeremy? Because we also have custom voice packs for a bunch of other crew members. You might not have been around to see them, but we have Arnold Schwarzenegger as a commander. So he has his own voice lines. We have the Sabaton crew. They have their own voice lines. We have Tragic Loss, Commander AF, and Cab Mech that have their own voice lines. And then we have a bunch of national voice lines and English ones. There's a lot. Snow, snow everywhere. Yes, I did see the wheels and how snow should be on there too. I haven't really gotten that far yet. I was thinking about focusing more on mud down there than snow. Um, because they're constantly in motion, there shouldn't be that much snow buildup other than like snowy mud. It's going to be very fun to do. I'm looking at one just going through the snow right now. And the front are clean. But then in another picture, there's one that's full white. What am I doing with the plaster? Well, it's not plaster. I mean, I guess it could be considered plaster. I'm using it as snow, and it's Citadel's version of snow. And that's all I'm trying to do is mimic a tank that has been having some days in the field, in the snow, and it's cold. Everybody's miserable inside the tank because it's cold. And it's slushy in parts. So because it's slushy in parts, it builds up in places. That's the backstory of the snow. Pretty sure there'd be zero snow near the engine deck. Pretty sure that would be pretty melted. But there would be snow in other places. And that's what I'm working on. Just throwing snow down. Now I'm out of snow. Now I gotta make more. But don't you worry. I remember my quantities. And now you get to see what I do. How I did it. So in order to make this snow, which I'm enjoying much more than the first time, all I did was I took this Citadel color technical Valhallan Blizzard snow. I just dig in there. And see, that's how it comes. Put it on my wet palette. Put it on my wet palette. I know I'm going to use a bunch of it. And then I have a pile of snow over there now. And then I took this matte medium. And then I just added to it two boops of it. Two. I imagine so. I have a memory of me in Korea at night waiting for helicopters to come back in a Humvee. And we in the Humvee there's like a transmission cover, I guess is what you'd call it. But because we were very cold, we would unhook the transmission cover and put our hands in there and try to stay warm through the night that way. It was very, very bad. I might have lost a few brain cells on that one. From fumes. There we go. So yeah, that's all that is matte medium and the Valhallan technical snow. Now I got a bunch. Why do we cheat our players? Oh, sorry. I was mentioning a Korea memory. When I was in Korea, we would try to stay warm by lifting up the transmission cover inside the Humvee. And that's what we used to stay warm. And then to answer your question about cheating the players, we give you a game for free to play. You don't have to pay money into it. Not sure how we're cheating you. Sorry you feel victimized by our game that you can choose not to play. But I have a good time playing it, so I don't understand why you wouldn't. Oh, yeah, probably. You're messing with me. That's fine. That's how I know people like me, is when they mess with me. Must be my first model. No, it's my third. How am I cheating you? You haven't explained, Jeremy. How am I cheated you? How has this game victimized you? I never stated that because it's free, we can cheat you. You lost yourself to excessive beer consumption. Am I using a fisheye lens? No. Well, the camera I'm using is a 4K camera. It's a GoPro. So it might have a wide field of view. Well, I mean, now you're just being sensational with it, Jeremy. You haven't really given any context. So it's just... Now you're just saying the same stuff, expecting a different result from me. Can't really help you. If you think it's cheating you, then I guess it's cheating you. I can't change your mind if it's already made up. You feel cheated, and I'm sorry that you feel cheated. I empathize with you. So you've said, Jeremy. So you've said. Thank you for your valuable input. I will be sure to forward it along. That it's a garbage game that cheated you. I don't know how it's cheating you, Jeremy, because you just keep screaming it. So I ask you how, and then you just say no, you're cheating me, and then that's what we like to call a circular argument, and those aren't fun. There's hundreds of you. There's hundreds of you that feel that way. I mean, you're one caps lock away from screaming. That's what it feels like. Did I say this is my third model? No, this is my fourth model. My corporate BS. I'm wearing a t-shirt. You think I work for corporate? I'm on a stream. You think I work for corporate? I'm over here spreading snow on a plastic tank. That's what I'm doing. That's my corporate. I can't wait to see Jurassic Park. I'm so excited. That happens for me tomorrow. They're saying it's the last one. It's the epic conclusion to why people can't play with dinosaurs. We are. We're being investigated? For funding terrorism. Alright, well. I don't understand how that's cheating you. But okay. That's news to me. I didn't know we were being investigated. I'm that high on the corporate ladder. And as far as reviews go for movies, I have a very simple one. Was I entertained? It could be a bad movie, but if I get entertainment out of it, it's a good movie in my opinion. I'll watch a lot of garbage. I've seen a lot of garbage. Like Power Ranger movies weren't that great, but I love them. I did like the parts in Top Gun. They like in the first Top Gun, they didn't put Tom Cruise into many action scenes with a jet, and in this movie, they were able to do that. So like you got to see some of the actors pull like actual G's. Probably not the same amount that they were portraying that they were pulling, but they were pulling some G's, and you get to see it. So that part was really cool. Cameras can now fit in very small spaces. And yeah, 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 that's what I mean. Oh, yeah, are you talking about the first one, Peter? The first Top Gun? Because I know the second one, they were definitely in the cockpit. And by the way, the guy that plays Goose's kid, uh, he looks like him. Like he looks a lot like him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was psyched for the second one. Okay, I have snow almost everywhere. Exhaust is hot, so that would melt that snow. Um, we have some corners here to put snow. Oh, I guess I could pass on some knowledge too. For those that paint models consistently, I found these cool um, brush cleaners that was recommended by another stream that I watch. I can't remember. I should plug his stream. But he does a lot of Warhammer stuff in addition to other model painting. Forget his name. It was a week ago. I can't remember it. Can't remember a week ago. That's awful. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate all of the information that you're giving me about my company and the current situation that it's in. Appreciate you. Like the lamest cyberbully I ever came across. Ooh, how's that going, JQ? How's the Hellcat? Do you have a bunch of people? Or is it like our tank in game where there's no people? What, did they give you a bunch of extra people in there? I'm pretty sure that would be. That's the whole engine deck. So that's hot. So that melt everything. Put snow here. Here's that. I didn't put snow. T60. No, this is a T55. This is a T55. Did the Peter, do you know if the drums actually contained fuel, because that feels like a very bad weak spot. I'm not going to Jeremy. I'm not going to say anything about that because I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I don't. Look, this whole stream, I'm putting snow on a tank. You think I know what's going on? I don't. I don't. Oh. Do they have to go outside, Cranky, to take the barrels off? Because I feel like that would be a pain in the butt. Why'd my voice get so high pitched? Because I think it's funny that you're grilling me on stream about a random topic. Obviously, my office is my house. I don't have control here. What else do I have to do? To this tank, I gotta paint it more. I'm almost done putting snow in places, as you noticed. But like, I still gotta add a little bit more white onto all these gray camo pattern patches. And then I gotta paint the dude that's hanging outside of the tank. That poor guy is cold. So I was thinking about painting him blue. So he would look really cold. I do not have RC tanks. Why do they put platoons? I'm with solo players. That's an unfair advantage, 3-1. They put platoons so friends can play with each other. You can join our Discord, and then you can join platoons, and then you can be in the advantage side. Or you can right-click people inside of your battle and just hit invite to platoon. I really want to make an RC tank. I want to make that happen. But I have other projects that are way cooler coming up. One that involves our community. So that's the other reason why I'm trying to just put snow on tanks and finish this one off. I think I only have 2 more sessions, and I should be done with this tank. I paint very fast. So I paint faster than I put snow on tanks. My snow tanks is very, very, very slow. In case you haven't noticed. There's like 3 episodes of snow for Crazy Creative, and only 2 of them have me actually putting snow on a tank, so not good. Not a good rating. What craziness am I talking about? There's a lot of craziness going on. What was I saying about? I was saying something about Jurassic Park. Jurassic World. Yeah, even if it's bad, I'll enjoy it because it has dinosaurs in it. I get the plot. I'm excited that they finally decided to go and let dinosaurs roam free. Oh, sorry, that's a spoiler. My bad. Don't rewind. That's a spoiler for Jurassic World. Hi, Teddy. No snows, no bounds. You have 7? That's a lot. Teddy, jeez! Do you need up here that badly? What's your plan? It is a basilisk. I think it's a version 2. The version 2. Is it actually on the thing? Doesn't say. Weird. You think it would say? Oh, so the RC tanks, they fire at each other? That's cool. Impressive. Engine deck. Snow, snow, snow. Snow, snows. What? They smoke too? Dang, all kinds of fancy over there. Yeah, Teddy, I got it. I think you missed me while I was gone. Bye, Boop. Goodbye. Goodbye, Cranky. It was fun hanging out. Thank you for telling me my snow sucks. I appreciate it. I think it looks okay. Gotta sip again. Ugh. In the 90s? On Discord. I did. I hydrated. Let's see this. Let's see this thing. I do not know snow. You are correct. I've been in Florida twice when it snowed. But that was it. Wasn't that great. You might get to see my cat now. Thank you, Teddy, for getting your tail now covered in snow. General. Whew. Nice. Very, very pretty. I like it. It's 96 in Thailand. It was 106 today in Texas. What's this? One of my camouflage spots. Okay. I think I'm good with that. I like that snow. I like that snow. Can't put anything back there because it'll be hot. Ooh. Can put it on the back though. More snow. My cat is like in the way. He is up in my business. Bye, RC Tanks. It was nice hanging out with you. Enjoy your breakfast. One of my favorite meals of the day. I love breakfast for dinner. Cheers. Yeah, my car was like 106. But who knows what my car was saying? My car is dramatic. All right, go. Be free. Cats. I guess he's thirsty. He already goes to the bathroom a lot. A camnet is an old scarf, etc. Ah. Braided tripwire with bloody. Oh, for the eyelets. Oh. You had to add all that? Neat. This tank comes with braided wire. It's like, that's tow cable. I'm like, okay. If you say so. I know you guys want to see me throw some snow. On this very intricate part of the tank that you're probably not even going to see unless it's in the right light. Oh, you still play the game? Okay. Oh, you're gonna get cheated? Okay. Have fun, Peter. Have fun. I thought you were the other guy when I said that. Delete the artillery? Why? I like playing artillery. It's like one of the only classes I'm good at. You can check Crazy Boop, and you'll notice that one of my most favorite tanks to play is the left. I enjoy it that much. Oh, grousers. Nice, nice. I'm out of snow again. I am savage. I'll try to be. What can I do? I'm savage with this snow. I got all this extra paint out. I better start painting soon. All right. I don't want to make more snow yet. So I'm going to go on to model painting. We're going to paint this dude. I'm very excited to paint him. I'm going to paint his face with dried up paint. That shouldn't be dry. I am a savage killer. I don't need a lot because I'm only painting his face and his hands. They did not make this tank model. Italiari did. But if you're talking about in-game, did they make this tank? Yes. But it's the T-55A as opposed to a T-55. Okay, so I have to get close. I saw the trailer for the new Avatar movie. Not impressed. Not impressed. I guess I'm just confused with if that technology is available and they can actually grow an alien, why wouldn't they just grow a human and then put him back into his own body? A body that works? There are no chemicals on this channel. No, there's no chemicals. No problem. Happy to hear that you got a drop. Goodness. He does not have a lot of face details. There you go. That's his face. He's white. No, it is not the new Yoda tank commander. He is an average World War II tank commander. Tank person. Green pants. Black belt. Green top. He is clean. I mean, I only put one layer on so far. He just took a shower. Fresh out the shower. Okay. This does not sound like World of Tanks music. I had no idea we had a Dave Matthews Band version of World of Tanks. I did miss painting. I didn't get a chance to do much of anything while I was on vacation. It was my nephew's graduating. My nephew's graduating. All right, cool. Now I can go home. Don't worry. I'll make sure he gets dirty. Right now, this is what we call a base coat. You guys have no idea how detrimental this is to me. What I'm doing. Every single time. Guy has a lot of green on him. Dang it. I got the tiniest green drop on his hand. There we go. So I'm going to give him a darker green hat. In case you've never been inside of a tank, everywhere inside the tank is sharp. So these helmets have weird ridges on them that are filled with padding so you don't hurt your knocker when you bounce it off of something inside the tank. So that's him so far. I have to add in little details. Yeah, so far. Also not together yet. Soon, soon. It'll be ready for action. Put him over here. What time is it? We still have plenty of time. Look at that. Okay. So that is so far what I'm looking at. I like it. I'm a fan. I'm going to add a little bit more white to this stuff. I want to add more variation into the grays on here by adding white. Make it look like it's kind of fading, not fading into gray. It's still too much paint. There we go. Happy medium for this. And I got my paint right. It won't start. Yes, this is a T55 Evansaurus. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I get quiet when I concentrate. Have you guys been enjoying the Battle Pass? I know I've been in battles a little bit more often now, trying to grind out that Battle Pass. Because I play Warhammer, and they actually have a style I'm after. I've been playing a lot of tier 10 games. Doing okay in them. I get stuck a little bit because I try to pick up a role that I'm not usually used to playing. In tier 10 battles, a lot of medium tanks will spot. And that role is something I'm not very good at. While I try to be a sniper tank, I try to also fit the role that we're missing, like spotting. A wiser man would have finished the camo before putting the snow on. That's not what the crazy man does. Yes, there has been a fourth stage kind of announced, like a bonus stage already, and it's for the Sisters of Battle. So you can earn another style for the Sisters of Battle. Adeptus Sororitas, I believe is what it's called. That style is pretty cool. They're a pretty new army that Warhammer has released past couple of years. I think it's recent, really recent. Now, I'm kind of new at this still, even though I've been painting models for 4 years now. So when I layer, I always go back to that base color and try to blend it from there as well. So like right now, the white is overpowering the gray in some spaces. So I know that I'll have to go back with the base administrative gray and try to knock down some of the white. But because I layer it in that way, I have a little bit more control over how it turns out. It's just more time consuming. That's the downside of it. I just haven't perfected my workflow 100% yet. As an artist, we're always growing. As long as you're working on projects, you will continue to grow. Which is true for most things in life. As long as you're trying, you will continue to improve. No, it's not going to have a Florida man. It's going to have a Russian man from World War II. That guy. He looks a lot like me, I know. But that's who will be on top. Not doing anything too crazy. Yeah, sure. There's a Russian Florida man, I'm sure. It's 2022. People have been known to be world travelers. Why wouldn't there be a Russian man that's also a Florida man? No, I am not sawed off at the knees. No. But that's a model person, so he doesn't need knees. He just gets glued in place. Ooh, it's almost time. I only have a couple more brushstrokes left in my stream. Then I gotta find someone else to raid. To find a raid buddy. Any requests for raids? Or is my mod gonna handle that for me? Let's find out. Thank you, Zargamil. Take care. Have a good night. Good luck to everyone who's playing our game tonight. I haven't heard a response from our corporate sponsor, from our corporate mod. So it looks like I get the choice of raid today. Ooh, they're adding in more stuff. Cool. Cool. I don't play War Thunder myself, but I feel like in War Thunder you can play a free-for-all with as many vehicles as you want. And when you do that, there's a specific reason why airplanes have been on top for a long, long time. I don't see much motivation to play a tank in a game that has warthogs, just saying. Good on them for adding the warthog. Well, when you fight a warthog, you're not usually fighting one warthog, you're usually fighting two. They travel in packs. At least in the real world. Oh, okay, yeah. Focus, focus. Last paint stroke. That's what I was asking. Well, the tanks, I was asking if you're going to find someone to raid, or if you want me to find someone to raid. I can find someone to raid. Okay, so I can close out of that. We're going to close. Yep, all right, that's cool. This one. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Talk to me. Nick Shocks, I guess. Could raid Nick Shocks. Orchestral. Let's raid a Kestrel. I don't think I've raided a Kestrel Hawk before. Alright. Raid. And then score. Boom. Oh no, I messed that up. Ugh. That didn't work, did it? That did not work. I added in an extra thing. There we go. Sorry, Insane Lex. I picked Kestrel Hawk. I think that's all I have. Pretty sure I'm streaming next week. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everybody.